So on the heels of that hyphy movement, you're still doing frontline shit. You know, I remember you guys and you left and Ski had a song. I think it was called "The Truth" or something like that.
Yeah, that was on our last. That was on the last Frontline album.
Which
2007.
2007, yeah. And that was like y'all are rapping your asses off on that.
That was like the first type of like double time type of shit.
You're really snapping on there, and you're talking about, and that was on the radio too. And you're talking about.
We used to get radio play on all these songs.
Right, but y'all are talking about very lofty things. I think. I don't want to say it's like an anti-hyphy, but it was kind of...
Yeah, we were talking about like, look, everybody, I think our main goal at that time, maybe even in a harsh way, but we were trying to say like, look, you can be from the Bay Area, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
You can be dope, you know what I'm saying? And you can still be dope. And everybody showed us love and showed respect. I mean, there was a little bit of friction, but it was nothing, you know what I'm saying? It was all love, like, you know, all the guys now, like Mr. Fab is dope in everything he's doing. Like, we all homies with that 40.
And Fab always been lyrical too.
Fab has always been lyrical. But even the up and coming dudes, like, you know, it's always love. But we just wanted to be like, yo, like, we on some lyrical shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can't, don't box us in. You know what I mean?
And then, you know, you made the return to the battle raps. Like, and it's crazy. What's really dope is you and Ski reached out to me because y'all had seen the battles popping off on World Star, and then you could have gone back to New York and rocked and tried to do some shit with them, and then I think you had told Ski like, why don't we just, these fools is in Oakland, why don't we just reach out to these dudes?
I saw it on World Star,
and then Ski hits me up on MySpace, and he was one of the first, like, other than like the homies from Hyro and shit, he was like the first person in the rap game that had ever like hit me up like, yo, what y'all doing is dope. And I,
because Ski is a hip hop head,
exactly. And I had looked up to him forever, and like we became real cool. That you know, I was at his birthday party and all that. Like that was the homie, and he still is to this day. But it's shout outs to you know, Big Bruh EA. But what's crazy is around that time, I think Lock was focusing on, you know, like, I don't know if he was in school or he was...
Left. You talking about Left?
I mean, Left was in school.
Left was, he was in grad school.
Yeah, and you started to really lean into doing more solo material. And it seemed like, and to this day, I'll say, it be, you know, since 2008 to now, you don't give a fuck about being on the radio.
Yeah.
Like, and it seemed that's like a sharp departure from your early stages of your career. It's like, and the funny thing is, you wound up becoming way bigger than you ever were. You broke out of the Bay Area, and you know, but I feel like you've leaned way more into hip hop, and it, you know, it started with, it's funny because the video's on my YouTube channel because he asked me to put it out.
That's because we didn't even know YouTube.
You didn't have a YouTube channel,
back then.
Rare Form.
That was my first kind of like solo song.
That was the first, and like
But here's the crazy thing: that song was on the radio. They was playing that shit on the radio.
Right.
All bars, like no hook.
But you wasn't seeking out radio. And I know
radio.
You've gotten radio play since then. But that's not like, you didn't, I mean, you literally say like, Kanye, please come out the closet. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally, you're saying crazy shit, you know what I mean? And like, you're just having these double entendres and real, it's a type of, like, it sounded like Wake Up Show verses.
But it was over a hard
ass
EA
beat.
Ski beat, you know what I mean, with kind of like some dark kind of West Coast piano.
Wow, the guitar was.
I think G Coop might have played on some of that
Shouts
stuff.
to my dog G Coop. Yeah. That's to this day, G Coop on some of the biggest records in the world.
But you know what's crazy about that track is that Ski, at that time we had just started. You know, Ski was kind of working on stuff. He was like, I was solo. I mean, I was still working with Left, but I was, you know, we were focusing on me working on some solo stuff, and we didn't kind of really know what direction to go in. And I want to say I already had that verse. I don't know to what beat. I just was writing bars, and I just spit it to Ski, and I think he just was like playing some drums. I started rapping. He was just like, and he just programmed the drums, and I rapped the verse, and then he played all the stuff around it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He put all the stuff, I think he brought in some, an instrumentalist or whatever, some session play, you know, added some stuff around it.
Constructed it.
Got constructed it. And then I think I maybe re-recorded it to do that. And then the shit just like, we shot a video. Matter of fact, we shot the video for that the day after the Disaster battle.
Okay, so yeah, you wound up you're battling the top dudes that we had to offer.
Yeah.
You battled Passwords, you battled Daylight, you battled Disaster,
Yeah.
and then Johnny Storm, I think, was your last battle that you won, which is a crazy run right there.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, grind time days.
yeah,
man. It was
grind
fun.
time era, doing the damn thing, and your solo career is starting to blossom.
Yeah.
But it's so. What wound up happening when you and Ski wound up like going in different directions? I've always wanted to know.
Yeah.
And like what happened. I know you might not want to get into certain.
Nah, it's all good. It's not even. It was nothing even like negative or anything like that. It was just like, as time goes on, you grow older. You know what I mean? You grow more mature. You want to do things. You want to venture off and experience different things. And I kind of wanted to just take my career into my own hands. At that time, I'll never diminish anything that EA Ski has, like, he's contributed to so much of who I am as an artist, helping me, like showing me how to do stuff, especially as a solo artist, because, prior to that, I was always rapping with Left. You know what I mean? That's my brother, And then Ski was like, hey, you ever think about recording something on your own? You know what I mean? Like, why don't you give it a try? Or, I had wanted to do it, but I didn't know about producers or anything, so he kind of just like helped me and kind of, helped me mature as an artist to get me to that point.
Right.
And then at one point in time, I made a trip to New York and start linking with people, Dame Dash and Ski Beatz. Out there. And
amazing producer.
And at that point, I'm still working with EA Ski, but then I start networking with other producers, and I just kind of wanted to be more in control of my own, because at that time, Ski was kind of like my mentor, not officially, but like a manager, you know what I mean? And then I started learning stuff on my own, and I kind of wanted to just handle the business on my own.
Well, and Ski, me knowing him, and like, he's very methodical.
Yes, very much.
Very deliberate with how he
Absolutely.
releases things. He wants things to be a certain way. And if you're not going to be on that.
Yeah, I don't think that was the problem, because I'm still that way now with my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I'm still very deliberate, but I think it just comes as you mature as an artist, every man has to step out on his own.
So there's never any animosity?
Never. I've never said a bad thing about Ski. You know what I'm saying? I've never heard him say anything.
I haven't either.
You know what I'm saying? So I have nothing but respect for him and CMT, you know what I'm saying, for what they created. They had such a large contributing factor. I still think that him and they together are the dopest producers that's ever done this shit. To this day. And Ski still, you know what I mean, doing dope shit.
Ski is, I mean, you could argue he's the greatest producer in Bay Area history.
Exactly.
Like,
I just think that we had so much success together early on. It's like hard, because the same thing happened with Ski Beatz. I go to New York and I start working with Ski Beatz. We did like a project together. I did some stuff with him. We had a whole nother album, but then I just started going, you know what I mean? As musically, you want to do other shit. You know what I'm saying?
And that's, Ski Beatz, that's the dude that fucking produced Camp Low.
He just happened to produce Jay-Z's first album.
Yeah, he was on fucking Reasonable Doubt,
yeah.
And like, what's funny is that Lucchini beat was originally, Jay-Z was about to have that, and then Camp Low got it, and the Can I Live beat was supposed to be for Camp Low, and then Jay-Z got it.
I think Can
I Live.
One of them was Ski. No, Ski was going to rap on it.
Right, but Camp Low also, like, because there's a lot of controversy about it, because they say that Jay was using the cadence that Camp Low,
the flow, the kind of flow,
yeah.
But no diss to Camp Low, but you got to understand, Ski Beatz was a rapper too.
Right.
So Ski had a lot of influence on flows and raps and hooks. So a lot of those songs were Ski Beatz songs.
Makes a lot of sense.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been, that's me and Ski are very close. Ski Beatz I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I've stayed at his crib. I've heard these records. He's told me the stories.
So it might have been him then, yeah.
So I'm not saying that Camp Low didn't create that. I don't know specifically one song, but I know that a lot of the original tracks that Jay-Z got were Ski Beatz tracks.
Right.
Because Ski was in a group with my man Tone Hooker called Original Flavor.
Yep.
So Original Flavor, they were rapping together. Jay came around. Matter of fact, Jay was featured on one of their songs.
Yep,
You know
that's
what I'm
one
saying?
of the first Jay-Z's.
Can I get open? You know it. Yeah. Can I get up? Kid it, rip it.
When he was on that Double Time
Exactly.
shit.
So Ski was doing that. Ski and Tone, they were doing that. You know what I mean? And then
the Jazz-O wave too.
Exactly. So Ski hears Jay-Z. He wants to get beats, so he starts, he's producing beats. Jay-Z comes on, he lets Jay-Z rock over, like, fuck, you know what I mean? Let me, you got the situation right now. Dame is trying to push that, and then, it becomes fucking Reasonable Doubt.
And what's crazy is, to this day, Camplo, Lucchini, top 10 hip-hop record of all time, if you ask me. Amazing song, and I know that people be like, what would have happened if Jay-Z had that record? I don't think anybody could have done a better song than
what Camplo
Yeah,
did.
Lucchini is fucking phenomenal.
They own that.
Yeah. To this day, it's literally
it's such a unique. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The way they're rapping and what they're talking about, fucking being 1970s diamond thieves, and they're doing that record in like what 97, I think it was. Like it's fucking crazy. So. All right, that's good to hear that there's no animosity with EA.
No.
Is there a chance of ever doing a record with EA Ski
Obviously,
again?
it's always a chance. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I would like to see that happen. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a reconciliation on wax at some point. So, Ski, if you wind up seeing this,
for sure.
like from your dog Lush Uno. So, I also feel